What if the dizziness you've learned to live with after 60 isn't coming from your ears, your heart, or even your age, but from what's missing on your plate every single day? Most people over 65 believe dizziness is just part of getting older. They're told it's their balance, their blood pressure, or one of those things. But here's the mystery doctors kept running into. Thousands of seniors with normal scans, normal heart tests, and no clear diagnosis were still dizzy until one daily habit changed. Not a pill, not a procedure. Food. So, why does no one connect these dots clearly, and what exactly are they missing? The early clues have been quietly stacking up for years. Geriatric clinics noticed that dizziness often improved during hospital stays, then returned at home. Nutrition researchers saw correlations between micronutrient intake and balance tests. Large U.S. surveys showed dizziness clustering in certain dietary patterns, not diseases. Something important was missing from the story seniors were being told, and without it, millions kept treating the symptom instead of the cause. To understand why daily food choices can make dizziness fade after 60, we have to follow the cause and effect timeline back to where it really begins. The origins of the issue start in early adulthood. In your 20s and 30s, your body is remarkably good at compensating. Blood pressure adjusts instantly, inner ear fluid balances itself. Blood sugar swings are corrected quickly, nutrient stores iron, B vitamins, magnesium are abundant. According to long-term U.S. nutrition studies, deficiencies can exist even then, but the body masks their effects. The cause is strong reserves. The effect is silence. No dizziness, no warning. Then come the changes that start quietly in the 40s. Absorption efficiency declines. Stomach acid decreases. Certain medications begin acid reducers, blood pressure drugs, diabetes medications that interfere with nutrient uptake. The National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey shows that adults over 40 begin to show measurable drops in key nutrients linked to nerve function and blood flow. Still, dizziness is rare, the system is strained, but holding. Now we reach the shift after 70 that most people ignore. This is the tipping point. After 60 and especially after 70, the body's ability to buffer nutritional gaps collapses. Blood pressure regulation becomes more fragile. Inner ear structures become more sensitive to fluid and electrolyte changes. Brain blood flow becomes less forgiving. According to CDC data, dizziness and balance problems affect nearly 1/3 of adults over 65 and are a leading contributor to falls. The cause is cumulative deficiency. The effect finally becomes visible. The breaking point is often subtle at first. A head rush when standing, a floating feeling in the grocery store, a moment of disorientation in the shower. Many seniors are told it's vertigo, dehydration, or lust age. Tests come back normal. The dizziness stays. This is where frustration sets in because the problem feels real, but invisible. Then comes the fallout. Dizziness changes behavior fast. Seniors walk less. They avoid stairs. They fear falling. According to Medicare data, dizziness-related falls are among the most expensive and life-altering events in older adults. Medical costs rise, independence shrinks, confidence erodes, and all of it often traces back to systems that are underfueled, not broken. So what do most seniors try? The failed fix is driven by old advice? They drink more water without addressing electrolytes. They sit more to be safe. They take medications that suppress symptoms but don't correct underlying imbalances. Some stop moving altogether, which worsens circulation and balance. The advice treats dizziness like a switch. In reality, it's a slow drain. Now we can finally reveal what makes the difference. 5 foods that directly support the systems that fail first after 60 and why eating them daily can reduce or even eliminate dizziness for many seniors. The first food is eggs. Eggs are rich in vitamin B12 and choline, both critical for nerve signaling and brain blood flow. According to American geriatric studies, B12 deficiency is common in seniors and strongly linked to dizziness. balance problems, and cognitive fog. The twist: blood tests often miss early deficiency. Daily intake matters more than occasional supplementation. The second food is leafy greens, especially spinach and kale. These are loaded with magnesium and nitrates that support blood vessel flexibility. Research shows magnesium deficiency increases the risk of orthostatic hypotension, the sudden drop in blood pressure when standing that causes dizziness. Seniors who eat greens daily show better blood pressure stability and balance scores. The third food is fatty fish like salmon or sardines. Omega-3 fatty acids improve blood flow to the brain and reduce inflammation in the inner ear. Large U.S. population studies show that seniors with higher omega-3 intake report fewer dizziness episodes and better balance. The benefit isn't immediate, but it's cumulative and powerful. The fourth food is bananas. Often dismissed as just fruit, bananas provide potassium, which is essential for nerve impulses and fluid balance. Low potassium levels, even within the normal lab range, are associated with dizziness and weakness in older adults, especially those on blood pressure medications. Daily intake stabilizes the system. The fifth food is yogurt or fermented foods. These support gut health, which directly affects nutrient absorption. Studies from U.S. aging research centers show that poor gut function reduces absorption of B vitamins and minerals linked to balance. Seniors who improve gut health often see improvements in dizziness without changing anything else. Now link this to today. Across millions of seniors in the United States, dizziness clusters where diets are low in protein, minerals, and healthy fat sand improves where daily nutrient intake is restored. This isn't about superfoods, it's about consistency. The body after 60 doesn't bounce back. It rebuilds slowly if given the materials. So, what can you do today if you're over 60? First, direct action. Eat one dizziness-supporting food every single day. Not occasionally. Daily signals the body to restore balance systems. Second, direct action. Pair hydration with minerals. Water alone isn't enough after 60. Food carries the electrolytes your nervous system needs to stay upright. Third, direct action. Notice patterns, not moments. Track when dizziness appears and what you've eaten consistently. Improvement often shows up quietly over weeks. Here's the clear warning based on evidence. Sudden, severe, or one-sided dizziness, especially with weakness, chest pain, or vision changes, can signal a medical emergency. Food supports the system, but it never replaces urgent care when red flags appear. And here's the open thought to carry into the next video. What if many of the mystery symptoms of aging aren't diseases at all but supply problems? If this gave you a new way to think about dizziness, like this video and share it with someone who has been told to just be careful. And for the next chapter where we reveal the one daily drink that worsens dizziness, 60, subscribe now. This story goes deeper than you've been told.